Hey, good morning. Here we go.
Good Monday morning. Welcome to EXTOL Unfiltered, Caffeinated by NWSB. I'm Angie Fenton,
And I am Ben Peine. Good morning.
Although we also call him Meteorologist Ben Peine.
Or Meteorologist Ben Peine.
We just stuff it all. Mm-hmm. We stuff it all
Months
in there.
later, still getting the question.
Not Peine.
We kind of predicted that this would go on and on.
We did, but you know what? So EXTOL Unfiltered, Caffeinated by NWSB. I will only say it out loud. If Pat Daly, the CEO, Sid Whitlock, the president, if our dream team, Casey Shireman, her title is this long, Carrie Ann Webb, you keep everybody running. We know this. I'm only going to say this, so forgive me. Was formerly known as the New Washington State Bank. It is NWSB, and it's been NWSB, and we're still correcting. So we're going to do
habits die hard, right? So
yes.
Yeah.
Well, welcome. Glad you're joining us. And it is new, and so colloquially, to call it New Wash, yes, that's like I have some close friends who call me Ange or family members, but it is NWSB. That branding, and it has been Peine.
I will be doing a little banking today, actually.
That's a good thing.
I'll be running an errand later on today.
As we see people jumping on,
Cheers.
We love to know where are you watching us from, whether you are watching us live right now or you're jumping in the replay, and then jump into the comments. We love comments.
Love to see you guys live, but we love to see those numbers go up later in the day and throughout the week, and so we know you watched that replay. So thanks for tuning in here this morning. And normally or lately I've been doing the water with Big Happy, but this is straight up strong black coffee this morning. It's a foggy Monday, not outside, but up in here, just a little bit foggy this morning.
Well, recap this, because I mean Ben really hurt his back last week,
and it's still achy, and that's part of it. But the sleep wasn't the greatest last night, and I've got what is it, the Sunday scaries or whatever, when you're thinking about Monday? A little bit.
Are you getting those?
I've had it for a long time.
Aww.
But just thinking about the week ahead. And so the sleep is never the best Sunday nights, because at 4 o'clock, 4:30, it wasn't just starting to think about, I mean, it could be anything. What am I going to have for breakfast? Well, I better get up 1 minute earlier. It's just stupid thoughts like that, where I'm trying to isolate the thought and get it out there so I can sleep more. But then our dogs didn't want to go outside because of the thunder last night, and the lightning and thunder. So they never got a pee break. So they were they'll start doing weird stuff, like scratching the floor and shaking, rattling their ears, trying to wake us up. And then the cat comes in, the stupid cat comes in and starts meowing at 4:45. So it was that kind of a night.
I get those. I hate the Sunday scaries. I used to get them, I mean, almost debilitating in a way. I did not like Sundays, but I'm getting much better. You know what? I did what I could do last week. You got some days you just got to drop it, and I'm gonna roll into the week. But you brought up Big Happy. I want to show you my trusty, handy dandy, sturdy Stanley with my, where is it? Proudly serving those who serve. I love this so much. But my daughter, and we'll talk about the weekends in a minute, but my daughter was away for the weekend and went to a farmer's market over in Louisville and got her mom a Wake Brew Sleigh. And then it says, yes, Queen Beans. And it's a local. I know that this is local. So I love, and I love it because Olive gave it to me, but Wake Brew Sleigh. I want that on
my daughter
shirt.
Hannah and I joke around because she'll say, yeah.
I can't say it right. We need that, Hannah. We need your generation to come back in and teach us how to say yes. But Ben, you said it's a foggy morning. I was just, if you were watching the live stream, I'm just I can tell there's a little humidity,
big time,
in the air. What's it looking like?
So there actually still is a flood watch. I can cut to look outside real quick. You can see the low clouds that we have across the area. I mean, this is the thickest air that we can really possibly get. We're in record territory as far as the muggiest days for the longest stretch. And we look at that by like the nighttime temperatures being so warm. We're not setting record highs, but just the amount of moisture in the air is like record levels. So flood watch for much of the area through the rest of today through about 8 p.m. Now, I think that's going to be very localized. This is a live view uptown New Albany, by the way, at the corner of Vincent's and Market, where we are sitting here. So there is a chance for some pop-up showers and thunderstorms today. I want to take a look real quick at our interactive radar. This is at extolmag.com/weather. And not only do you see just a couple of these spotty showers around, you can see some more active weather out to the west. You can also, plot on the temperatures there. We're starting off in the 70s, but very muggy. So some of that active weather heading our way later this afternoon. So don't be surprised by some spotty showers and thunderstorms for today, giving it about a 40% chance of that rain. The good news is, I work with, some construction companies around the area, and they need some dry days. Lions Roofing posted yesterday, be patient with us. We've had rain about every other day this year. And so they're trying to get out, workers are trying to get out and do their work. We've got dry days, it looks like, for the rest of the work week after today, mostly dry conditions.
After today, that's good. I was actually we'll talk about this in a little bit, at Dan Christiani Excavating headquarters, and Dan Christiani was there, and he was just talking about, it was just garbage with this weather, with farming. He was talking about farming, and I think they were baling hay. But let's jump into the comments just for a moment here. Hello to Sue Lynn Williams.
Hey, Sue Lynn.
Hope you're having a great start to the week.
Vicky Berger, I hope you're having a great morning. We are. Thanks for tuning in.
Yes.
The comments always lift us up through the morning.
And if I am correct, good morning to Starla Dean. Forgive me if I'm wrong about this, but Starla, are you coming to us from Michigan? So if this is, I never assume, because if you look up your own name, though I don't know, Peine's pretty unique, but if you look up your own name, there are, of course, usually people who have your name as well, but this just might be the Starla that I think that it is. I'm not sure of her profile picture right now. Otherwise, I think I would be able. Yes. Oh, Starla, I went to school with growing up.
Wow.
So back
we'll get some reach this morning.
Much love to you. Okay, now we're going to share that. I love and miss you, beautiful. Well, love and miss you too. That's I love that.
We got Michigan in the house. Sometimes we get Tennessee. Sometimes we get Scotland. Streaming's interesting because we can go anywhere.
We can go anywhere. World. And also, like we've said, you know what? You can carry us with you wherever you want, whenever you want. We jump back into the comments and take a look.
YouTube's a great spot too. Like and subscribe there on YouTube. EXTOL Media on YouTube.
Absolutely. The one and only Jonna Webb. Good morning. Watching you live from Ivy Tech while following up with Monday morning emails. Can we talk about Monday morning emails, right?
That's part of the Sunday Scaries, I think. Hello to Ivy Tech, one of our partners as well. So they've got Tuesdays at the Tech tomorrow. You can register at ivytech.edu.
That's really, really good. Jonna, share that. Share that with the one and only. I'm doing the one and only today. The one and only Dr. Travis Hare.
There you go.
He will love that. And then we'll take one more and then jump into the weekend. I'm going to let you read this one, meteorologist Ben Peine.
So over the rain, Kimberly Bishop. We were impacted by the flash flooding in Peine. That was crazy. I showed that video last Friday. The water got to 3 inches of the rafters in the subfloor of the house in our cellar. Michael Long, who lives up that way in New Boston. Is it New Boston? South Boston? New Boston.
That's hard.
South Boston, I always get that confused. Right there east of Salem, he had some flooding in the basement, washed out his driveway, saw video of that, saw that camper. Everybody in Washington County saw that. That camper got washed away right behind the Casey's there, Shorts Corner Road, I think. So
flash flooding is no joke. Well, we're watching the numbers. And once again, welcome to EXTOL Unfiltered. I'm Angie Fenton. This is meteorologist Ben Peine. And it's EXTOL Unfiltered. You're gonna put our names. There we go. Our names right. I'm never gonna be able to do that right. Oh, I'm kind of doing that.
We're not only the people talking, we're directing. So people don't know that. We're directing
traffic for sure. And also it's EXTOL Unfiltered, caffeinated by NWSB. Shop local, save local. They treat you like people there and not just a number. We absolutely love NWSB, but let's dive into the weekend. Ben, you shared this photo, which, I mean, I noticed that earlier you said it with affection, that stupid cat. I know you love this cat. I know he loves this cat.
It's Mr. P or Purrington.
Oh, look at this.
So I was kind of like this too. Like I knew I just needed to take it easy. And thank you to my wife, Sarah, who did most of the chores this weekend around the house. I did vacuum. I did mow the yard. I did help out. But she was always kind of busy around me as I watched the British Open. But then I got a peek outside, and that's Desi on the right, and then the kitty cat on the left. So the dog days of summer, the cat days of summer. So they're actually friends. The other dogs kind of like to chase the cat a little bit more. Desi's kind of like the peacemaker. But notice by Desi's head, there's a broken pot there. That was our basil pot. So it fell over in the storm that we had last week, but we found another pot, so no big deal. We will rebuild.
We will rebuild. Then thoughts and prayers for you
And the basil plant.
I do love that, but we live in a household with 4 dogs, 4 cats, and it is everybody's indoor and they get along. And on occasion, the cats will have to. I've seen them, like it's a cat gang. If you cross that boundary, all 4 cats will just go, "What up?
Really?
What up, dog?" And
they got different relationships.
I appreciate that, but you brought up a little bit of golf.
How about
here.
this guy?
Yeah,
Scotty Scheffler. There is this. I've never seen a stat like this in golf, I don't think. So he won the British Open yesterday. Congratulations to Scotty Scheffler. I think it was like 17 under or something like that. So he blew the field away. But Tiger Woods, I idolized Tiger Woods growing up. So from 1997, when Tiger won the first Masters, to his 4th major, which was the British Open in 2000, 3-year period, okay? Scotty Scheffler won the Masters 3 years ago, and then the Open yesterday. For both of those guys, the separation in time was 1,197 days. Exactly. They both won the Masters first, and then their 4th was the British Open. The exact amount of days, 1,197 days. So you could say, well, now Tiger was younger, but as far as winning the majors time period, they're exactly on track right now.
Now, hang on. Jason Applegate, are you out there? Can you come on in here for a second? Tell me this, and I'm going to lose days because I'll share about my weekend. Did Scotty wear the red shirt?
No, it was Rory.
Oh, it was Rory.
Rory. Everybody cheered for Rory.
Okay. So I watch on the peripheral. Like, I like golf. I'm not a big, like, just napper. Like, when I go to bed, it's like down for the count. But I love to nap to golf. I love the sounds, right? But I do listen because Jason Applegate is a golfer, came from a golfing family, and he was talking about the red shirt. So Scotty
Royal
Scheffler,
Port Rush, which I've never. They had it in 2019 there, I think, but I just didn't remember. Beautiful course, and
for people who don't know, repeat that again. What did Scotty do?
So Scotty Scheffler and Tiger Woods, in a 3-year period, won their first major into their 4th major, the exact same time period, 1,197 days apart. So if Scotty keeps it up, he would be on track for Tiger, who's won 14, 15 majors, something like that. It's fun to have an American to root for here that is kind of on par with Tiger Woods. But what was interesting in Scotty Scheffler's press conference afterwards, he was talking about Tiger, because they were asking about this, and using him in the past tense, which caught me a little off guard. He's like, Tiger used to be the greatest. Used to be. Well, Tiger has skills where he can come back. Even when he's been hurt, down and out, I never count Tiger out. I mean, he just won the Masters not that long ago.
Not yet. Well,
he's still around.
We need to say a very special shout out to these beautiful people.
Oh, yes. There's my dad, David Peine, and my stepmom, Diana Peine, and it's their 35th wedding anniversary. So married back in 1990. So happy anniversary to them. They always do like a 3-mile walk every day together. So they're always moving every day and having a good time. And they live right by my sister. They're up in Indianapolis. So congratulations on this July 21st.
All right, Ben, let's take a look again at the weather, because you said something really interesting for those of us who are tired of the rain, and for those who, in a minute, we'll share a couple of comments, who really saw the dark side of what can happen. But let's take a look at this.
Yeah, we've had some localized flooding, and there's another chance for some scattered showers and thunderstorms for today. Highs will be in the upper 80s, mostly cloudy. There's a flood watch for much of the area until 8 p.m. So no severe weather expected today, but any of those downpours can be heavy at times. So watching out for kind of localized flooding. I think that'll be pretty isolated. Not going to be a washout today, but mostly cloudy. And temperature is not as oppressive yesterday. We had a heat advisory yesterday. We were out and about yesterday afternoon, and it was god awful as far as the heat and humidity. So a little bit better today as far as that, but keep the umbrella just in case. I'm going to slash off that rain chance tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead and keep that dry. We're still around 95 Wednesday, Thursday. And I'm going to take off that rain chance Thursday. I've got an updated 7-day forecast that'll come up on Ben at 10, by the way, at 10 o'clock. So mostly dry for the rest of this week after today. Now this weekend, it looks like we'll have some chances of some scattered showers and thunderstorms coming back. I do want to point out Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, heat index likely up to around 100 to 105.
So, I mean, hot.
So kind of a mini heat wave. I was also communicating with the National Weather Service recently because I was curious about, so is this the record muggiest weather pattern? I know it's kind of a weird stat, but the record most humid pattern for summertime, because we haven't been below 70 degrees at the official climate site in Louisville, I think one time in the upper 60s since June 13th. So that means when your nighttime lows are warm, it's very muggy. You can't cool down. So we're like looking at the most muggiest weather pattern that we've ever had, which people talk about climate change. There's been on network news, CNN's been talking about this with scientists and meteorologists, that when you warm up the atmosphere, it holds more water. It's a pretty easy equation.
It's okay, we'll throw Laverne. Good morning to Laverne up there, and good morning to Lincoln Crum, and yeah, Merry Christmas in July. But let's go here. I think this, we had Christian Walker. Give this one to you.
I have a summer retreat camp in Tipton, Indiana, Saturday.
Do this one first, though. We did have severe weather here. Is there any more rain today in Carmel, Indiana? I'll pull these up.
Oh, we're up in central Indiana now. So it looks like it's going to be south of you today, Christian. It looks like mostly southern Indiana and into Kentucky with scattered showers and thunderstorms today. So looks like you're in good shape there.
Now this, so Kimberly says, I have a time lapse from my front camera, 20 minutes. If my father-in-law hadn't called me and told me about the water rescues on Motzinger Road, we wouldn't have made it out of the house.
Oh, wow.
That's terrifying.
It was crazy. It's crazy how localized it can be as well.
Oh, I mean, that is amazing. And then I have a summer retreat camp in Tipton, Indiana on Saturday. And then I will be with my circle of friends from the church, I think that is. I will be on the bus with my friends.
So this coming Saturday. So we might have a few storms back in the forecast. The hot weather's not going anywhere. That was Burns Garage, by the way, right down the street, calling me. We've got another car in the shop.
Oh, sometime we're going to do a show that's just based on Ben and Ben's car saga.
Yeah. I mean, the kids have a wife has a car, kids have a car, and like just one's always going in and out of
Ben,
an oil change or whatever.
You really though you are.
Who's with me?
You're putting them first. You are putting them first. So you got to be earning some kind of brownie points.
There are car people out there that like cars, but my whole life I've had trouble with cars.
Really?
Yeah, I've never been able to really enjoy. Since my first 84 Honda Prelude, it always in and out of the shop. So
see, and for me,
someday.
I don't care. I want to be able to play good music, like whether it's my Kenny Rogers or K-pop because of Olive in the back or whatever, but I want to be able to play it loud. I'm listening to my Mandisa, good morning, a little praise and worship in there. And then safety, yeah. That's it. Yeah. Although I did drive the other day as my car was being fixed. I drove a 2025 Bronco and I felt like I was in a cement tank and just went, absolutely not. a little of me, I need a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah,
I'm not a stiff. But we were talking about weekends, and I wanted to show this for a second. So we're here at EXTOL Media. You already said this. We're in Uptown, New Albany. That's where we've been headquartered. We are a 10-and-a-half-year-old company. And I love it because we started as a print magazine and have morphed into so many things. Like when somebody says to me, oh, I pick your magazine up all the time, I know they're being really nice. We haven't printed since 2020, March 2020, in fact, with Wiley Brown, the inventor of the high five, arguably.
So that was the last one, but the first one.
And that was our fifth anniversary, and then the world shut down. But we do so much more. And so last week, so proud of the team.
Yeah.
Ben's not in these photos because I didn't get to see him other than Monday. So Ben is out there like with sponsorships, live streaming every day, doing everything that he does with weather. Like he said, he's connected to construction.
We're like ships passing in the night.
But we're all doing it. Yeah. But this is part of the team right there in the middle. Colin is in the greenish. Jason's right there in the middle. And then Todd Prinz. I mean, we were in 7 different cities, shooting media, sending out press releases, working on marketing campaigns and branding. I mean, I was so proud of this team. Up in that corner right there, that's Lynn Longmire at America Place, where we were live at the Justica Cultural Center. I love her. I just love her. She's so poised. We've been working with River Ridge down in that opposite corner. That's Chris Jackson, CEO of Dan Christiani Excavating, with Abby Pruitt from River Ridge, who is a rock star. And for that project, she's our boss, and I love her. That she is just going places.
And Todd, by the way, we worked together for like 17 years.
And I laugh about this because I was at WHAS 11 with you all, and I think I saw Todd probably like twice.
Well, I didn't see Todd very often.
I was there for 9 years.
He was always in an edit bay.
I mean, he was in an edit bay, but we worked really hard, and I posted that because I think it's time for us to start sharing some of the things that we do more often. Clients come first. They just always have and always will. And they're partners. We get to partner with people. We get to. We've been talking about the use of that language. We get to. But we also are leaning far into what we love, which is highlighting Southern Indiana. So I didn't do a whole lot this weekend, but I did do this. That is me and what is called Vibra Acoustic Therapy at Sakino Wellness Express. They also have the Sakino Float Center. And since getting my chemo poured out, it's been long enough, I can finally submerge and float, salt float, if you've never done it. I love it.
Is that like deprivation, like sensory deprivation?
Full on.
Really?
And for some people, you might get the Sunday scaries.
I feel like it'd be kind of trippy.
It is.
You're alone with your mind.
And I think we're going to have to do a segment so that you try it and you'll see. But Sakino, I also do red light therapy, and chemo can add up to 17 years on your skin. I am not vain, but darn it, I want my skin back. Sure. And so I did both vibroacoustic, which you are surrounded by sound, and there's some academic studies and things on vibroacoustic therapy I won't share.
We're made of vibrations.
I'm a believer in how it makes me feel. I'll say that. But the red light therapy, I am in love with it. So Sakino Wellness and Express, that was pretty much my downtime. Now my daughter was at her goddaddy's for a few days, and I'm going to share this with you. So they send me this video. They had a little like dress up time. This is quick 7-second video, and I want you to listen to the one word that she says.
What do you think? You like them?
Yeah.
One more time.
Yeah, I want to hear it one more time.
What do you think? You like them?
Yeah.
So they send that to me, and I looked at it and I immediately went, nope, she does not. She does not.
Is it the outfit they were talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
So they're adorable, by the way. They are at our house and they fit me and I love them.
Oh, really?
So they're all tied up in the back
That
for
works.
her. I am not Olive's size, but I love them. But it evoked, and it's a question that we'd love for you to weigh in. So you don't like it. You don't want to be rude.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
That's a tough one.
And
it depends, I think, who you're dealing with.
Work, personal, professional.
Yeah.
So those are her goddads. I mean, they were literally there the minute she was born. I mean, they're family.
Yeah.
They've known her since her first moments. And for people who say kids learn it from home, she did not learn that. There was a people pleaser me that I grew up being, you know, the dysfunction that lots of us had. You kind of fit these roles. But I am a person now. I mean, why would you just say something mean to someone's face? That's not okay. But we talk about ugly truth, telling the truth. But there is that fine line between, I don't want to hurt someone's feelings, but also then I'm saying yes to something that I don't want.
I think I'm a little bit on the other end because of being trying to be a people pleaser, and avoiding conflict and not hurting someone's feelings. But I do see a lot of stuff on social media, and I've noticed some friends as well going towards the more bluntness, which goes against the old improv and comedy. The number one rule in improv is yes and. So to continue the improv, you go yes and. So if you say no, it stops things in the tracks. But you're being honest. I think with the right people, but it stops the flow and the energy, and it changes the vibe, I guess.
It evoked this really interesting conversation for us because one, Johnny and JD are part of her family. And so it's okay to say, this isn't my preference, but she didn't want to hurt their feelings. And I also, though, have taught her, I mean, I am very fierce. You don't take what's not yours, and you don't lie. Ugly truth. That's the thing. And so it was this great conversation, but even better than that, Mom has the radar. One word. Literally, I heard her go, yeah. And I looked at her, and I mean, immediately went, nope, not buying that.
So with 100% truthful, all of it was yes instead of
She's got this.
The look.
It's a look I can't even do. I can't describe, but I know, and I also know, like, when I mean, it's a most kids will test the boundaries. And so we've gotten to the point. She's really, I mean, she's just a good little human being. She is, as we like to say, we all are perfectly imperfect. We do not want her to be a perfect, like those expectations, no way. But I expect and I demand to be told the truth. Like, I deserve that. And so we talk about that. But there'll be little things that she'll even kind of like turn a little bit, and I'll go, okay, I'm going to give you one opportunity right here. This is your freebie. I'm going to let you restate this. So think very clearly. Restate this. And then it comes out. But I just know.
And to your point about telling the truth, which is hard to do sometimes when you're trying to not hurt feelings and things. But when you don't tell the truth, you're creating an alternate reality, and that can go wherever it goes.
So many different ways. But okay, so that was our question that I wanted to make sure that we were checking out. But Ben, you, speaking of another question, let's watch this video that you shared with us, and then we can talk about this one. Okay, hang on, I'm gonna pull this up.
Please tell me, at what age do men start scream sneezing?
It's the age where there's 2 or 3 times as many things depending on us as there are us. I have a wife, 4 children, and a dog and 2 cats. If you don't do the scream sneeze, you got to do something. Got to let it out at some point. And the sneeze, it's kind of like when you like rip a paper and then fart. Feels like it kind of hides it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like nobody can tell that you're just in a panic. Certainly not your children. But at the same time, you start making dad noises too. Yep. Yeah. It's like a package deal. You know what I mean? But good question. I mean, you're trying to understand. And the scream sneeze is an integral part of manhood, I'd say. It's like a rite of passage. The first time you do it too, and you just get a little relief. You're like, wow, life doesn't seem as bad now.
So what was our segment, the funny segment last week?
Oh gosh, the voiceover, the rock star. I'm actually
Yeah.
gonna reach out and see if we can interview him sometime.
That would be cool. But that's part of the funny segment there. But why I can relate to that, I had a septoplasty like 3 years ago.
What is that?
So they go in when you have a deviated septum.
Okay.
They go in and roto-rooter it out.
Oof.
And
Sorry, that just hurts.
I think they clear out your turbinates or whatever it is, and then you have these packets that are about this big that you have to stick in your nose for 2 weeks. It was miserable. And but anyway, in recovery, you can't sneeze out of your nose. So I had to teach myself to sneeze out of my mouth. So when you sneeze, you go, oh, like that.
Oh.
And so, but what was weird, once I trained myself to do that,
Now
I
you do.
couldn't sneeze normal after I was allowed to sneeze out of my nose. So I've always been messed up. So it's kind of like a scream sneeze.
So I'm gonna have to now listen, like Jason when he sneezes, everybody's like, "Whoa, whoa, what just happened here?"
Also, on a grosser subject, like no one likes to puke, but I scream puke. The whole house is gonna hear it. It's like ah.
Sarah Peine, if you are out
These
there,
are dad noises.
nobody wants to hear anybody throw up on video. I do. If you can capture
It's
that, how do you throw up often?
No, but like if it happens, it's the most miserable, horrible experience.
Scream puke.
And Hannah's very afraid of puking as well. And
Really?
so, yeah.
So is Olive.
She's had like a anxiety fear of puking. Yeah.
Which so Olive has that, and I mean, going through the cancer things, I threw up a lot,
Mhm.
a lot. Like there were days like 14, like lost
Oh
count.
my gosh.
And so Olive would be like you could hear the TV turn up, la 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 la, like that
That is
sound.
rough.
But the let's go back to the dad sneeze. So is that hiding some frustration?
So at his point, I can relate to that. Like you got kids going to college, and you got a house, and you got these cars, and you got this little ball of stress, and then I don't sneeze to let out the stress, but I just thought it was hilarious. I don't know the guy's name that does those TikToks or whatever, but I could relate a little bit about that. But speaking of stress, I was telling you about that clip reminded me. My wife and I, Sarah, talked this weekend about. We had time to talk. The kids were doing whatever. And we're talking about the chores and the errands and this stress. And we're talking about resetting that, recalibrating.
Yes.
Instead of that being a chore, I get to do that.
Yes.
I get to run this errand. And like with this new profession that I'm doing and learning new things, like I get to learn this. I don't try to ball it up as like the stressful thing that I'm going to have to do. So that new mindset, or trying to get into that mindset more often.
I get to do these things instead of I have to, or it's a chore. That can
I'm
help.
not 100% on that, but
Working on that.
Being more intentional.
It's a Monday, walking into a Monday, knowing that to-do list is a million miles long. And it for the most part, I think I go into it, I get super excited. And now this is what we get to do.
And like you were talking about all the work we were all doing last week.
All of us, the entire team.
Celebrating that at the end of the week.
Yeah.
Even though you're going like crazy all week long.
And getting to say, not every single moment was an easy moment. Not every single, I didn't even show you when Colin and I were on set at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I say on set, and by on set, I mean a construction site where, and we'll share this with the video, it's really cool, where we are capturing for a client the 19 massive AC units that have to go on top of a 30 feet tall building that they have built. And it's serious business. That's safety, all of those kinds of things. Got up at 4:30 in the morning to get some things done but I stopped for a moment and the sun's coming up and I was like,
how cool is
look
this?
what we get to do. And I remember this from a long time ago. Somebody on the team had created a brochure, and it was okay. It was okay. We're collaborative in a lot of ways, but I knew this person had some skills, and so I said, we are actually creating this for somebody who has never ever had anything that bore her name, her areas of expertise. Like, this is just a brochure.
Yeah.
This is just a business card, but it legitimizes her in her eyes. Look at it from her eyes. Look what you get to do for her. And that was awesome.
It's a good reminder. And I remember this. Shout out to Gary Scythe, meteorologist in St. Louis at KPLR back then. I interned under him. And like one of the first days I was with him, we went out to Cahokia Mounds, this old preserved area. And we were shooting a story out there. And, you think when you're in the news business and you're a weather person, you got to do these other things. You got to do these other things. So, but I remember him while we were out there, he's like, check out what we get to do. He's not at the station. He's out learning about something new, get to show people things. And where on the other mindset, you'd be like, oh, we got to run out there. We're going to be late. We got to hurry. So
look what we get.
Try to flip that mindset.
To do. Yeah. Well, here's what you get to do for a moment here. Can we go back over that 7-day forecast? Because I have a couple questions for you. If you're just joining us, welcome to EXTOL Unfiltered. We can see those numbers from all the different platforms where you're coming in. EXTOL Unfiltered, caffeinated by NWSB. This is meteorologist Ben Peine. I'm Angie Fenton, but here is a look at the 7-day.
Yeah, so today we're looking at a decent chance of some showers and thunderstorms. Kind of spotty. It's not going to be a washout today. Upper 80s, mostly cloudy. There's a flood watch for much of the area until 8 p.m. So there could be some localized flooding to watch out for, but not expecting severe weather. We're looking at upper 80s, near 90 tomorrow. I'm going to slash off that rain chance tomorrow. It's looking dry now. Then we're looking dry, or at least mostly dry for the rest of the work week. We need some dry days to dry things out, yes, try to mow the yard. The yards are just like a sponge right now. So mid 90s midweek, but the heat index around 100 to 105. Now, the good thing for tomorrow, I think we're going to get a little wedge of some drier air moving in, meaning the humidity, I think, will be noticeably lower for a day. So tomorrow, when you step outside, see if you notice the lower humidity, and then some shower and thunderstorm chances are back for this weekend. So mostly dry after today for the rest of the work week.
So this is question number one. Vicki Berger said, this coming Sunday, the youth group Rooted are cleaning my flower gardens out on Serve Day. That's awesome, Rooted. What's the weather look like? They even do laundry for people. Church are going to the schools, work, nursing home. Awesome. Way to go, Rooted. So what does that look like for Sunday?
Yeah, I remember Vicki asking about that like a week ago. So what is that, the 27th? Yeah. This Sunday? So a chance for a couple of pop-up storms. It's going to be like low 90s. So some hot and humid weather like we've had, but just a couple of pop-ups. I got like a 30% chance for Sunday. So
I didn't mean to push yet on this, but Chris Fox, love Chris Fox. He says, you two are incredible. Your passion and commitment to our community inspire everyone around you. Thank you for making a difference every day. Councilman Chris Fox, if you don't know him, you need to. You need to, because right back at you, I truly don't believe there's only one of you, Chris. You and Nick are everywhere, absolutely everywhere. So thank you for what you do. That's for sure. Now, okay, selfishly, I would like to know about Friday, because I've shared this and I always bring it up because you just never know who new viewers have dealt with cancer, doing really, really well. That stamina, I mean, I can say this. I kicked butt last week. Good. Like I was able to do the things, and then I crashed on the weekend, but that's okay. But I have a little downtime for just me and hopefully a few friends. And I think I'm going to go see Juice Box Heroes at Enchanted Forest on Friday night. Even if I only stay for an hour, even if I'm dancing by myself, I'm doing it.
And I think my buddy DJ Zip at Lions Roofing has reserved the treehouse area up there, so we might be there as well.
DJ, I'm calling you afterwards, because if that's the case, because I'm dead serious about this.
That is a cool spot.
I lived alone, pre-marriage, kid, all of that, and have no qualms about just going somewhere by myself and dancing out, whatever. But Friday night,
it's gonna be hot. But towards the evening time, hopefully it'll feel a little bit better. They've got some good refreshments out there at the Enchanted Forest. So yeah, it's just going to be a little bit sweaty, but we're kind of getting used to that so far.
But going
last year we were at Juice Box Heroes at
Yes.
Enchanted Forest. We were feeling it. We all got down there right in front of the stage, and Dan Farmer puts the mic in front of my face, and I never do that, but I shouted out the lyrics, whatever song
You
it was.
did.
Yeah. We're all getting down.
Listen, Dan, do not hand me the microphone. I love you too much and I love people too much, but I'm going. This is happening. I am going. All right, we'll pull up just another one here.
DM Smith, no rain in Bardstown, Kentucky yesterday. So yay. Oh, yeah, you guys have a little bit of a chance today. So, and then we'll try to get that rain out of here for a little while. So a little rain dodge out there, and that's what's crazy about summertime thunderstorms. There's some people that are like flooded out, and then some areas have had little rainfall, within a short distance. So the reality of your weather really just depends, like county by county.
But you said we're going to get a little today,
and then we're mostly dry the rest of the week. Should we take a peek outside real quick?
Let's take a peek outside. Yes, please.
Well, there's our live look at Uptown New Albany at the corner of Benson's and Market with just some low clouds around the area. It's humid. It looks like it wants to rain. So we will have a chance for some spotty showers out there. And one more time real quick, as we look at the interactive radar here at extolmag.com/weather. There's some active weather out west. Some of that could slide our way a little bit later on today. So we'll be watching that. So about 40 to 60% chance of some spotty showers and thunderstorms, but not a washout for today. Keep the umbrella one more day.
The umbrella for sure. All right. Oh, love it when Meredith weighs in.
Top of the morning to my sister-in-law, Meredith Peine. Good morning.
Top of the morning to you, Meredith, as well. I love Vicky. I'm all about this. Sweetie, where do you get your wig? Okay, do not judge today, because as Ben will tell you, I didn't come in hot today. I came in a little bit later. I let my daughter sleep in. Hair, they call it hair Vivi, but I say Vivi, V-I-V-I, hair Vivi. And this is one of my absolute favorite wigs to wear. The curly hair is growing under here. It actually, though, it takes a lot to get the curly hair. So sometimes it's easier. I just think of it as like putting a hat on. It's just a hat.
And you asked me what I thought about
the
hair this morning.
Yes, I was joking. I was joking with Ben, and he gave me a 8 out of 10. And this was off camera, and I said, Sarah Peine, come get your husband. 8 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Oh, that's all right. Okay, we're going to pull up one last video. So our creative director, who's been with us for over 10 and a half years, Adam Kleiner, based in Henryville. He is, salt of the earth, human, but an amazing, amazing artist. And we always share his art on EXTOL Unfiltered, Caffeinated by NWSB. But check out this famous feline Hoosier.
Today we're going to paint a famous feline from Indiana. And no, I'm not talking about Garfield. It's Lil Bub. For those of you who are not familiar with Lil Bub, she was the runt of a litter born with an extreme form of feline dwarfism. Although she passed in 2019 at the age of 8, she has over 2.4 million followers on Instagram and made numerous appearances on nationally televised news and talk shows. She also starred in a documentary that won Best Feature Film at the Tribeca Online Festival. So here's Lil Bub. Hope you enjoyed this, and we'll see you next time.
I had no idea.
Skills.
You don't even know who Lil Bub is.
Lil Bub. I didn't remember. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Viral sensation, adorable. And Indiana.
I didn't know that.
Hoosier.
Yeah.
Hoosier roots. Well, what's funny? So Adam, I actually have a original piece of artwork that I am taking to a bride and groom today. That's part of the gift that we got for their wedding.
Awesome.
So
from Adam?
An Adam original. That's
nice.
Talk about a great way to order, like the one of a kind.
No kidding.
It's, yeah.
And Adam, I need to come out to your place soon. I could use a little Photoshop training.
Photoshop training. Well, once you go out to Adam's place, you're also going to enjoy the beautiful
Maybe
outdoors.
go fishing. Yeah.
Go fishing. There's an amazing, massive Saint Bernard that is living its best life that Adam keeps trying to give to us, but
They've got an awesome place.
It's Adam's dog. It's actually Adam's brother-in-law's dog, I think, but it has adopted Adam. Well, once again, thanks so much for joining us for EXTOL Unfiltered, Caffeinated by the one and only NWSB. You can go to newwashbank.com. Maybe you'll run into Ben. He's got some banking to do today.
I'll be out there.
You'll be out there.
Yeah.
Are you signing autographs? Maybe on deposit slips or withdrawal slips or whatever that is.
A lot of them know you by name though. That's what I love about it. I go in there and I'm like, I got a question. They're like, hey Ben.
They ask about your kids. They have been instrumental.
People you know wherever you go.
They sure are, and banking the way you want. We could go on forever. Ben at 10 starts at 10. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week.